These are just some of the scores of brand new four-wheel drive vehicles that were donated to Liberia during the heat of the Ebola virus crisis by some international non-governmental organizations. The Ebola virus disease claimed the lives of over 4,000 Liberians. The exact number of vehicles and motorbikes given remains unclear, but in some cases, specific figures are known. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) through eHealth donated 82 Land Cruiser Jeeps and pickups to the Ministry of Health. Those vehicles were coded and issued government's license plates by the General Services Agency. GSA Director General Mary Brough is confident that all the Ebola-donated vehicles will be retrieved by her agency, though she says some of them may have been misused. So why does Madam Brough think so?
You are very dishonest. I can show you pictures, I can show you vehicles that I seized being used for personal transportation. You know, people will say don't point finger at one person, but you are the custodian of those vehicles as we coded them and passed them on to you for Ebola. CDC, which is Center for Disease Control, gave about 82 of those Land Cruiser pickups. I'll go around, go find them. You can go around, go ask Health Ministry, the 82 vehicles. Okay, you are confident.
The GSA boss gives example of incidents involving misuse of vehicles donated to the Ebola fight.
The vehicle that was seized in red light was carrying passengers to Kakata. You know, usually people call me, which may say, man, bro, I see one of your buses somewhere in one garage. So we went with some of our people. Do you know they were removing the engine? It was one of the brand new buses. It says NTFE on it, assigned to, JFK. But apparently something was going on with the bus and they took it to the garage. But then, we don't know the story, who took it there, how all of a sudden, the engine was being tampered with. The coding on the vehicle, the material that is used for coding is not really long-lasting. So people can easily do what? Sweep it and do it. We've seen that.
Madam Brough explains to reporters that the GSA were not directly given most of the vehicles, but the Ministry of Health was a direct recipient.
We were receiving the vehicles. We have an entire register here for Ebola vehicles received.
Director General Mary Brough says a comprehensive inventory is being taken of all vehicles, ambulances, and motorbikes donated to the government during the Ebola crisis. At the end of the exercise, Madam Brough added that vehicles will be redistributed by the government and private institutions as per their needs.
We have problem, and there will be some discrepancies. We'll be asking questions. We'll ask Ministry of Health as to what the situation is. Why is it that you were given so much and you have less? We did our own inventory for 3 days, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We sat in our conference room and we were able to come out with what came in terms of motorbikes, ambulances, vehicles, and within the vehicles, the Land Cruisers, which are the Land Cruiser pickups, the Toyota Hilux pickups, double cabin, and other vehicles that came in, like ambulances and all that. We were the secondary recipient of those vehicles for coding, because that's the mandate for GSA. Now, so the president decided she wanted an audit post-Ebola.
However, there are indications that some of the vehicles have been misused and abused by those they were assigned to. There are also indications that some of them cannot be accounted for. The outcome of the ongoing vehicle audit exercise will be featured in our next report. For Sky News, I'm Julius Compton reporting.